you're new here, I'm Roxy and I'm the owner of Juniper Bloom Studio, and now a second business that I will talk about at the end of the video. But for now, I wanted to talk about the fact that I haven't had a video in a month. And I was being pretty consistent about putting out a studio vlog every single week, and then I was even making plans for other videos. But such is life, I received some news that kind of turned my life around a little bit, and I will be sharing that news eventually, but I want to wait a couple more months. So I just really have not been focusing on content. I've been focusing on the business. I've been rebranding, I've been doing so many things, but again, I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video. Today's video is going to be super funky because I was in the process of filming a studio vlog, and also I don't really remember what my plan was, but I have a lot of footage from just random, like me drawing. Tried to make like a tutorial at one point, and that all didn't have sound, so I might use some of that just as some B-roll, if you know what I mean. But this is gonna be pretty much just like a chaos vlog so that I can warm up to the whole process of editing and uploading and making a thumbnail and everything again, because it really is easier the more consistent you are with it, and getting back into it is extremely difficult. So that being said, I'm really excited for the next vlog because it's going to be mostly about this second business that I opened, as well as a hint probably at the news that I received. But like I said, it's probably going to be a couple months before I can really talk about that. But yeah, with that, I hope that you enjoy this really unstructured and chaotic studio vlog. Okay, so like I said, I was going to talk at the end of the video about the new business that I opened, Something that I'm noticing and also finding in researching and learning about Etsy is that Etsy does not like when you have a lot of shit going on in your shop. And I have a lot of shit going on in my shop. I just like it that way. And so what I've decided to do is divide up my Etsy shop into 2 separate brands and then combine those under my website, juniperbloomstudio.com. My LLC is Juniper Bloom Studio. I'm still gonna have that be like my main overall brand, but as far as the Etsy shops are concerned, I split it into 2. So Juniper Bloom Studio is still one of the shops, and that's where I'm going to sell stickers, scrunchies. I'm not sure which shop it's gonna go to yet. I really need to look into that and see if it's gonna like screw me over either way. Maybe just have that on my regular website. All of the digital art that I do is still gonna be on there. And then I was thinking about doing like mugs and glasses, journals and notebooks, candles, and then have that shop be more like all over the place and just kind of like the place where I can throw whatever I want into there, and if it sells, it sells, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Also have that on my website and kind of have it just be like the overflow of ideas. And then weirdly enough, and I never saw myself going in this direction in particular, I started a second shop for clothing, specifically for clothing. Because I did not know what print on demand was when I very first started Juniper Bloom Studio, and it completely blew my mind and changed my entire trajectory of things. And I think that something that the print on demand scene could use more of is actual artists with a little less AI. That's something that I feel like I can offer because I really do value human art and abilities, and I think being able to use technology to your advantage in that way, there's something to be said for that, but I just personally want my shop to be entirely AI free, even though print on demand does tend to have AI illustrations. Oh, I'm so tired. I was sick recently. And it knocked me on my ass, man. But anyway, I want to make sure that this second shop is really just either my art or another artist, and if it's another artist, I will be crediting the artist if I use their designs. As I was saying earlier in the vlog, I'm excited for the next vlog because this one was kind of just random and chaotic and a lot of information at once and probably kind of overwhelming. I don't feel like this was a cozy vlog, probably at all, but I also haven't looked at the footage that I have. I just can't see it being very cozy. The next vlog is gonna be a lot more like hang out with me while I rebrand my website and figure out what's going on with these 2 different shops and Etsy and everything like that. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out if you've made it this far. That is honestly wild. Giving you some virtual hugs right now, and I hope that you have a groovy week. Mwah. Bye-bye. Oh shit. Okay.